Put 'em up, put 'em up. Okay, okay. OG Rome. Put your hands up. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Hey. This is the song you gon' love. This is the song you gon' bump. This is the song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. This is the song you gon' love. This is the song you gon' bump. This is the song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. Step out, we having some fun. Pull up in front of the club. Promoters are showing me love. Patron with some ice in my cup. I'm drinking and buzzing it, baby. I know that you loving me, baby. You touching and rubbing me, baby. You putting it down for the ladies. I'm putting it down for the G. Gotta present like a bee. Baby just senses the beat. She got one hand on her knees. Put on for the west side. Sewed up like a necktie. They know I'm the best eye. Stick out like a cacti. I give them something they could dance to. Make it stand up like a statue. I'ma show you what I can do. I'm built to last like some canned foods. Ayy, yeah. I'm getting cash like a man do. I got no money to lend you. Get me so sharp like a pencil. I got a white girl, I call it Topanga. Say she in love with a Mexican gangster. Up in my phone, she get mad when I hang up. Comes to my house when she want me to bang her. She a contender, she don't surrender. She bout to turn up with both of her hands up. She a contender, she don't surrender. She bout to turn up with both of her hands up. This is the song you gon' love. This is the song you gon' bump. This is the song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. This is the song you gon' love. This is the song you gon' bump. This is the song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. Hold up, hold up. I'm taking off like a motor. I'm getting hoes like a gopher. From Inglewood up to Dakota. From Chi-Town up to Canada. Big smile for the camera. I'm falling for my amateur. Post nudes, baby, having trouble. Get your back up off the walls, you gotta crawl. I'm about to ball, I'm standing tall. I just got a call, flying out the mall. I will never fall, I'm above the law. I just came and saw, gotta spit it raw. Practice on my craft, now I'm kicking ass. And with a pen and pad, I'm sharper than a saw. Everybody put your hands up now. Young Jock is about to go down. Won't stop like a merry-go-round. Make you bounce when you're hearing my sound. Yeah, I'm the king, baby, give me my crown. Drinking liquor to the point that I drown. Leave you open like a hospital gown. Said, ain't nobody fucking with me. I beat the tracker like Bobby did Winnie. Drinking these bottles and fucked up my kitty. I'm fucking these models, I'm running my city. Falling in love when I play with her kitty. I'm a bad boy, Mexican ditty. I'm counting my money, stack it to the ceiling. Hey, this is the song you gon' love. This is the song you gon' bump. This is the song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. This is the song you gon' love. This is the song you gon' bump. This is the song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. Yeah. Hey, put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put your hands up high, put your hands up high.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. OG Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
To the Rowdoggs ENT, man. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Check. Yeah, buddy. What's cracking, man? It's your boy OG Rome, repping Rowdoggs Entertainment, man. I want to welcome everybody to Rowdoggs TV, episode 34, you know what I mean? With my co-host, special co-host today, the homie P-Funk. What's cracking?
Yeah. What's up, OG Rome? Glitter. Cano.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We got Glitter Factory on the left. You know what it is.
That's right. I'm packing up a hash wrap.
All day, man. And we got our special guest, baby. Can we get a round of applause for the homeboy Cano and this motherfucker?
Cano.
Ain't no volcano insane.
Cano.
What's cracking, big dog?
I'm good.
What's up, Cano?
Let me be on the show. Shout out to Rowdoggs TV. Make sure that you tell your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your sister, your sister.
Oh, shit. When I
hit that follow button. Make sure you guys are following. Tap in, y'all.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Hey, when I seen that shit on Instagram, I was like, damn, that shit's gonna be exciting already.
Already.
Yes, sir,
We
man.
already smoking. See?
Hey, for the people that don't know about Cano, man, can you
Cano.
tell Cano?
Cano.
Say
Just think Con.
no.
C-O-N in your mind. Cano.
I don't know why I keep thinking about the motherfucking player from fucking Mortal Kombat. Yeah, exactly.
You know what, bro? I
Cano.
remember from like all growing up through school and shit like that. Yo, that's Cano from Mortal Kombat. Nah, bro. It's
Cano.
Well, tell a little bit to the people that are barely getting acquainted with you, a little bit about what you do.
Shit, man, I appreciate you giving me the microphone. Some of you might know me from the dude named Immortal Technique. Shout out to my Capitan. Shout out Ryan Best, November 12th.
Yeah.
Come out November 12th this Friday.
We're going to have to get on a conversation about that too, Cano.
Absolutely, let's definitely talk about that, man. So again, shout out to my captain. So a lot of you guys know me through the music scene, and through that, I was grateful and blessed to get a name in the 420 scene, man. I got great supporters and a lot of love, so I've, done a lot of big sessions and stuff of that nature. And through that, man, here I am, man. Just having a good time. Got my own brand, got my own things going.
Oh, man. Speak about the new brand, because I see you got some nice products up here, man. And you got us fucking faded like an old pair of pants right now on some gelato.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I got some Cano Kush on there. That is going to be repped by my grower, which is Grinch Farm. Shout out to Grinch Farms, my sponsor, man. They got that grow for me, that gelato grow on me. Yeah, Grinch Farms is my grower on that one. And shout out to JB Farms as well as Bank Ways, man. Yeah, I got that. I got a CBD line as well. And then I got some of that Cano. Can I get a hello syrup, man?
Hello.
Put that in a little bit of yo juicy juice.
Yeah, can I get a hello?
That part, get you higher than the draft.
That's tight, man.
Yeah, man.
So tell us a little bit about how you connected with Immortal Technique, man, because it sounds like that's a big opportunity that allowed you to get your name and be able to rub elbows with a lot of people in this industry.
It's been a blessing, man. I'll just start from the get-go, man. Somebody handed me an Immortal Technique CD one day. Never met the dude ever in my life. Yo, go bump the music. He's like, yo, we're gonna go check this dude out at concert. All right, cool, man. Followed this dude for many years. Gave me an opportunity, and man, I've been rolling with this dude for like over 2 decades. And as I was, speaking a little bit earlier, I took that opportunity and I was able to establish my own name. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I say thank you to all of my supporters. You guys are followers. I say thank you to the supporters that have been supporting me. Because of that, I'm here on this show with OG Rowdoggs Tv, and dealing with some of the best and rubbing albums with some of the best, man. So thank y'all.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Drink to that. Mike's Lemonade, our sponsors today. Nah, shout out to Mike's Lemonade.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? But overall, I want to shout out our sponsor, man, our good friends and family, After Dark Genetics, Banks Bakery, Hash Wraps, and anybody that want to work with Rowdoggs Entertainment, man, make sure you tune in, rock with us. All we do is support everybody back, man. So,
Back to Cano.
Yeah, back to Cano. Man, I was about to say Cano, man. Goddamn, I'm not going to get it right. I promise.
C-O-N.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Is that how you spell it, Cano? C-A-N-O or C-O-N?
It's like can with an O at the end of it.
Okay, so it's spelled like Cano, but that's why
So where were you raised at, brother?
messes people
I was
up.
raised out here in Ontario, man. Born out and down, but raised the majority of my life. I was out here at Ontario High School and all that other good stuff. So it's been a blessing to have come from here in the IE area and be able to go and see and rub elbows, as you said, and go see different states and deal with a lot of really, just great artists and,
And did you do that? Did you visit a lot of states? And is that part of what you did with the Immortal Technique?
I've visited a couple of states with tech. I went on and done other things with other artists as well. But because of tech, that's what opened up the doors for me to go and do a lot of different, a lot of opportunities, man. So
And you say right now, like the opportunity is the weed business, the cannabis business, the cannabis industry. So it's allows you to connect with that. Tell us about that. How to connect that way.
While you tell us about that, I just want to shout out to After Dark Genetics for him and with this big old heavy duty knock your mama
Dark.
house. Man, that's so good, man. You want to slap your mama.
kind of.
Big-
Look at this shit.
That's a baseball bat right
Yeah.
there, bro. That's a gorilla finger right there, bro.
Gorilla finger.
That's a gorilla finger right there, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know now,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh shit.
I'll say, okay, so, with the opportunity with going with tech, I'm going to get into something, but please let's not go and make it into a dark situation. Unfortunately, my father passed away 7 years ago. And with that being said, my dad passed away from alcohol. So I don't drink alcohol in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
So with that being said,
Cheers.
Thank you for that. Being 7 years sober.
Okay, I don't know if that was good.
Hey,
I'm like, cheers.
Cheers that we're cheering that
I'm
on.
15 years not drinking. These guys drink all the time.
So hold on, I
Yeah,
wanna get them-
that's what glitter meant by that, everybody.
What I mean by that is everybody has their things that they can do. I just know for me, myself, and me, it was
Yeah.
not good for my life and
Absolutely.
my lifestyle. And it was just basically
That's,
killing me. Anyhow,
that's
Yeah.
exactly
so
what I
because of
Break
that,
them curses.
because of
Speak
that,
on it.
because of that, that demon that basically was killing me.
Yeah.
I went to the marijuana side of things, and with all due respect, marijuana saved my life. I've been using. That's why I created the CBD brand, which is the tincture, which helps me out with the anxiety that I deal with on a daily basis.
Take your time with each of those because so many people really don't know what these products
Exactly.
do for them. And today we're going to school some people on giving them some education behind these
Rowdoggs
products,
Entertainment.
beginning with the tincture.
Yeah, I'm doing with the tincture. So the CBD tincture that I got going on here is something I got that I helped in, and I created it essentially for myself because with at least myself, I deal with a lot of anxiety. I got depression that I deal with, even though people that see me on a daily basis, hey, yo, that's Cano, man. That's that happy guy.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Positive right there. But, each and every one of us on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
And mental health is definitely very important. So CBD is great for many things. From anxiety to minor pains and aches to, fibromyalgia. From what I'm understanding, it helps out with cancer.
Oh, yeah.
It helps out with so many things. So
Ailments.
please, just not listen to what I'm saying. Please hit that, Google button, hit CBD, and please do your research.
So how did you go into knowing about the cannabis world and to wanting to actually create products to help people?
So when I went into this, I never had any of my products. I actually was invited to something out in San Bernardino that, shout out to After Dark Genetics, I know that they can comprehend this one. It's a thing called a sesh, man. I was invited to a thing called a sesh, and this particular sesh was ran in San Bernardino, and some dude invited me to be a host of this event. And this event held anywhere from like 72 to 100 vendors, seen about 2,000 to 3,000 individuals on a daily basis. And I walked in one day and I said, hey, people started to notice, hey, that's that guy Cano with the Mortal Technique. And so people started wanting to give me their products and so on and so forth. And then the opportunity came, hey man, would you like to host a show? Would you like to learn about some of these products, what it can do for you, how can it help you? Because I know that you're a recovering alcoholic, so a lot of these companies, would educate me, and then hence I would educate other people.
You were so excited to
excited.
learn, because it is exciting to learn that these things help people. And in a sort of kind of way I can relate, man, because once I got my Christian aunties to try what they considered weed cream, and now they use it religiously for their carpal tunnel, for their arthritis. And these are, 67-year-old women that are, straight up Christian, that are like, look at weed as like a taboo kind of bad thing, because that's kind of, through their era and their years of raising kids our age, that's how it was looked and frowned upon.
And I think, not to interrupt you, I think unfortunately it still is today. I even have some of my own family members and stuff of that nature that still frown upon it, that look at marijuana as still a drug or
something illegal,
or something that is not good, for me to be doing, not comprehending the fact that this. It's unfortunate, and
they're not going to understand it, and that's okay. We're going to keep educating those that need to learn and need to know, and that's why you coming on. It's like we look at you, and honestly, I thought you were coming on here as an artist, because I'm just getting to know you right now, and knowing what you do and what you are. So I felt that people are looking at you right now. They're on Rowdoggs TV, and they're looking at you, and in here to talk about their music, but you're different, and I want to bring that out of you, and I want you to explain to people the road that it took to getting these products out there, because it's never easy to put out a product. It's never easy to put out something and to learn the process and learn the road that it takes, especially if you don't have anyone guiding you. And even if you do have people guiding you, it still takes money to do it.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that. What was that road like?
So the road to get there is you know, I gotta say thank you to everybody that has put their parts in, from my right-hand man, Pat, to my sponsors, every one of my sponsors that have, you know, played their parts, contributed, like example, Rich Farms, my sponsor, you know, Nature's Alleys, down to, you know, James Ways, which all produced this amazing product for me to, again, put out to the people.
Yeah.
You know, I always, and if anybody ever has met me, and I know that a lot of people can co-sign this, you know, my name is all that you have. So when I'm going to give you something, it's going to be hey, you know, if you smoking with Cano's,
If you smoking Cano shit, it's what everybody knew was the best at the time.
and I'm grateful to the supporters that have given me that name, that trust me enough to know that, yo, if Cano is speaking about this particular brand, then it's 100% legit.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Even with all due respect.
Yeah, I'm the same way with brands that I've worked with. I want them people to believe in them because I believe in them.
Absolutely, and you know that's the thing that you know people always ask me, how have you been so successful and how have you get there? Was, well, I always did what I said I was going to do, and I never didn't do something I could not do. I was always very, and I know it sounds very cliche, but you know I always kept my word on things, and I always built. And then I know that, you know, after Dark Genetics is in the building right now, he can definitely co-sign that as well, is that anybody that I ever dealt with, I gave them 100% of my energy, and I listened, and I wanted to be concerned about what they were trying to build. And because of that, I think helped me build my own brands. People wanted to come, hey, I want to be a part of your brand. I want to build something with you.
Word is bond.
Yeah, man.
On that note, so like in creating these brands, like the flower that you have.
Yes, sir.
You know, there's so much flower out there. Like, well, how did you partner with how did you team up to create that? You know, did you team up with the farm and then together you guys created this product, or did you want a certain amount of THC in your flower? You know.
So where I was lucky with Wrench Farms is that Wrench Farms has an abundance, and there's a farm that's available to me, and I was able to say, this is what it is that I want. This is what I want it to look like. This is what I need.
You got a partnership with a grower,
Yes, exactly.
and then together you guys worked on your products.
Speaking of, shout out to Liz. So Liz was the ones that
My girl Liz Fontenot, we just found out that we had a friend in common. She's actually my spiritual sister. I spoke with her today, and Cano knows her as well and doing some business. So shout out to Liz, and we're gonna be together soon, Cano. Me, you, Liz, and OG Rome and the crew.
we have so
Now,
much.
are we smoking all?
Yeah, we're smoking. Like, you guys please try some stuff. I got some CBD for you guys as well, and I got some of that juice as well for y'all to definitely check out.
So, what is your most popular, I guess, seller of all of your products here?
It has to be the flower, man. You know,
The flower
is
you're most
definitely-
known for your
yeah,
fucking
definitely
flower.
known for my flower.
And what are these right here? What are these strains?
I got the
and
gelato and I got the Ice X on deck right now.
I mean, you gotta tell those that don't know. A lot of
so-
people don't know flower the way we know it.
So the gelato is going to be more. Both of them. Okay, so something that people don't know. Exotics are more of a sativa. OG. So, anyways, the gelato is going to be more of a. It's more tasty kind of a flower. It's going to be a more mellow high. It's not going to get you on that level of I'm going to knock out. It's very strong indica. Now the Ice X, on the other hand, is more of an OG, and that's what we would call.
So when they grew this, you know, when you partnered with them and you said, "Yo, I want my, you know, flower to be top notch," what were kind of some of the guidance that you gave them to create this flower for you?
So see, that's where, and I'm glad that you asked that question. That's where I keep myself out of that. And I know that a lot of people are like, "What do you mean, Cano?" I let the experts be the experts. I tell you what it is that I want. You're gonna go ahead and supply me the flower. I'm gonna smoke that flower, and I'm gonna let you.
So what was it that you asked them that you wanted? What you said? I wanted.
No, I wanted something to be very strong and potent because I'm a very strong smoker. I needed to be a heavy. I needed to be smooth. I needed to be clean. You know, And when it smacks, it smacks.
Okay.
You know, Grinch Farms can co-sign. I've come back to Grinch Farms a couple of times. Like, this isn't it, man.
Right.
You know,
right,
it doesn't have
right.
the hit, or it doesn't have the smell. It's too dry. It's not dense enough. The nugs are too frosty. It's not cut properly. I mean, I'm a picky motherfucker.
I wish
I'm
Dazer.
to be honest with you, I'm
Hey,
picky
shout
as
out
shit.
to
I feel
Dazer.
bad for your nose. You picky.
Shout out to Dazer. He's not here tonight to interview you, Cano. I'm kind of filling in for him. Shout out to Dazer
Dazer Dabs in the
from the
motherfucking
crew.
building. Yep.
You know, and with all due respect, every individual, ladies and gentlemen, that is a weed connoisseur, a weed smoker, a lover of marijuana is all going to have their opinion on the marijuanas that they smoke, you know. In respect to every grower and respect to every company trying to do something big that's out there, I respect each and every one of you guys. And again,
It's
you know,
definitely a personal preference.
it definitely is, man.
There's so much out there.
Okay, here's the question. The first time you ever smoked weed.
Yeah.
Speak about it.
Talk
First
about
time.
it.
I already know.
He's like,
He's like, I already
I
know.
already know. All right, man. I was in the city of Ontario, and I'm sorry to make this fun because I make fun of my damn self. I'm in the whitest neighbor in Ontario. It's called Creekside. So
Creekside?
yes, sir. Creekside. Look up
Shout
Creekside.
out Creekside.
So this is a thing called the Loop. There's two sides, the east side and the west side, man. So I lived on the west side of Creekside.
West Side.
West side, Creekside. It's some funny shit. So keep in mind, the hood that I'm talking about, the gangsters that were in my hood were the cows across the street. Those are my gangsters, son. So anyways, my little homie Gabriel, Chris, and all them, they all got some pot. We went to the corner, which had a little park down there, right? And these dudes are all smoking up, toking up, choking up. And you know, they offered me the weed and I smoke and whatnot. And I didn't get high the first time. So that's my first time. What about y'all? I didn't get high.
Shit. My first
I got high
time.
as a fucking kite. We hotboxed the hell out of it. Like, what is it, like a 92 or 91 Dodge Shadow.
Okay.
2-door with like 6 people crammed in there.
That sounds like a good hot box right there.
Yeah, we all fell out of
How old were you?
18.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
That was your first time you got
Yep.
high?
Oh, wow.
I didn't ever try weed or anything.
How old were you, Cano, when you told your story?
So what? We were in junior high school, so I would have to say what? I think I was like maybe 13, 14?
12, 13, 14, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I was 7 years old. The homeboys on the block were slanging right there on 102. They were slanging their crack and their weed. And there was always a little gangster that I think he was like 8 years old. And like he was just, I was in the family of gangsters, but I wasn't in the gang. But he was already repping the gang. And he's like, hey, you want to get high? And he kind of, you know, because I was cool with him because of the age. I took my first hit, but I never started getting high right after that. You know, I just took it just to take it, and that was it. You know. Then the last time I ever got high was when I was 15. That's when I started getting high. 9th grade, coming out of football practice. My homeboy from Puerto Rico, he's like, woo woo, I got this weed. And I'm like, what the fuck, I don't smoke weed. He's like, just take a hit. I took one hit, bro, and after that, I started smoking the whole season.
The whole season, damn, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't stopped smoking. I think the longest I stopped smoking was 1 month for school and like 3 days on vacation. By the
Wow.
3rd day, I already copped me some weed on the island.
You mean you were in Hawaii?
You started
Oh, wow,
asking.
yeah,
Really? During
yeah.
that time?
That was the longest, 3 days.
And how old were you at that time?
That was like 3-4 years ago.
No, you said you were 7.
No, I was 7 then 15.
Oh, okay.
God,
But when
I
you
stayed
first
with
hit
him. I
it-
stayed with him. I stayed with him.
Alright.
He
I'm
went
all
from
over the
7 to
place, 'cause I was
15,
trying to
and
put
then
on my dude life, so
he
I was
stopped
gonna
for
tell
like
my
3
story.
years for a moment.
All right, my story, I actually already told this story on Cannabis Talk 101, so it's the same story. I was in 5th grade, I was 10 years old, and I was with my cousin, my older cousin. She was like 4 years older than me, my older brother's age, and shout out my cousin Natalie, and her homegirl. And her homegirl was already a down-ass homegirl, you know, she came with the joint. My cousin was like, hey, you're gonna smoke this joint with us? And I was like, all right.
Fuck it.
10 years old, what am I gonna say? You know, like, fuck it, I was already thinking I was grown. So yeah, I hit it, and we walked to the state fair. We walked to the fair that day, and I remember walking there. I realized I had forgot my belt, and I remember they found a piece of rope to tie my pants together, and we're like, "Fuck it, just come on." And I was like, "Fuck, I'm stoned." And they're like, "So what? Just come on, keep walking." So yeah, and you know my cousin, who's like my sister to me, you know, she's raised her daughters has my nieces. I'm uncle to them. So this has grown as an ongoing story. Like, yeah, your mom got me high. She was the first one. And, you know, like, just growing up, I would always tell them whenever they got busted for things, I was like, oh, your mom was already smoking weed at your age, so don't even trip.
Now let's switch the question from getting high to getting busted, because now we're good. We're good. I mean, it feels so good to be good, right? But before that,
so good to be good.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
you could not frown.
That's when you know you've done some
frown
bad
upon
shit.
to get a ticket for weed. You talk shit. You put your phone on the cop and be like, you a pussy cop. You getting me for weed?
Yeah.
So have you guys ever got caught smoking weed?
Yeah, man. I've been caught, and luckily I've never really gotten in trouble. I've always had those cool cops, I guess, that take the weed, and then, you know, like the typical shit you see in the movie, they take it, throw it on the ground, crush it, and then they let you go. I remember this one time I was with my pops. We just picked up, man. With my father-in-law, I just picked up, man. We went to a little car show.
Some big ass stress too, huh?
No, it was
Back in the day.
No, it was for compared to what we smoking. You know, it was obviously some booth, but back in our time, it was fire. Saying these cops for whatever reason we were walking, and whatever reason they wanted to stop and bullshit. But man, they took our weed, man. It was like back in that day. It was like $250 worth of some weed. You know, when it was man.
That was a pound.
That was a lot of money of weed, and he just took it, trashed it.
That was a
man,
pound.
You could at least smoked it, fucker.
Right. What was the question?
After Dark Genetics, this is fire.
Right? Kill it.
Let's kill it.
You working with artists has allowed you to meet other artists. In your experiences, have you ever had a crazy situation ever pop off?
Shit, shit. There's always some crazy shit that happens at these shows. But no, I wouldn't say
anything you can remember. If not, you know, even a positive. Is there a highlight of you meeting a specific artist that you never thought you would have?
shit. Again, I gotta go back to say, and I mean this genuinely, because, you know, I speak from the heart, man. Thank you, Tech, for the opportunities that you have provided to me. I say the coolest people that I've met was the whole Wu-Tang clan. It was at Rock the
Can I
Bells.
get a Wu-Tang?
Yeah, man.
Wu-Tang.
It was
on,
in
man.
it was in the Bay. It was at a
Fucking
Rock the Bells
Wu-Tang.
show. It was at a Rock the Bells show, man. We eating the whole Wu-Tang. Q-Tip was another highlight.
Yeah, Q-Tip.
Told a story a minute ago to somebody meeting DJ Quick. DJ Quick, shout out to you, man. I remember him telling me when I asked him for a picture because I didn't want to fanboy out or anything like that, you know. But I did ask him as an OG. I said, hey, sure, sir, can I take a flick with you? You were a legend. So, yeah, keep that to yourself. Never posted it. Never ever posted. He asked me that directly, OG.
Yeah.
He asked me, hey, dog, don't post that shit. Keep that shit for yourself. So, yeah, those would be probably some highlights. You know, always met some great people. I mean, godly. I don't know how to say that anymore, bro. Like, I'm looking at y'all like I'm grateful for this opportunity, even sitting here at this table with y'all, even having a conversation. Like,
Well, we're giving you this platform to also talk about your brand too, man. You know, just, you know, tell us how you got there, and, you know, it takes a minute, and I'm sure you've been going through it.
Hey, speak a little bit about your the Rhyme Fest.
all right, so Rhyme
Rhyme
Fest.
Fest.
What's going on next week?
Next week we got Rhyme Fest. It's Friday, November the 12th, and it is thrown by a dude that I know, that we all know by the name of Tumex, which comes from an old school crew called the Visionaries.
Yeah,
Well,
shout out Visionaries.
That's right. So he has a show called Rhyme Fest that he throws, and Immortal Technique, my captain, the whole Rebel Arms, including myself, brother Ali's gonna be there.
Cool, right? Isn't he on there in Visionaries?
Visionaries. I don't know the whole lineup. I know for sure Tumex is gonna be performing. I know Tech's gonna be performing. Brother Ali's gonna be headlining. So it's gonna be a really dope hip hop show. And you know, like I said earlier, you know, tell your mama, your
Shout
daddy,
out Rhyme Fest,
everybody
man.
that you
They've
know.
been doing it for years.
Yeah, man.
So you're gonna be on there? What are you gonna be there doing? Because
So,
at first,
that's
when you told me you were gonna be at Rhyme Fest, I was thinking you were performing.
No, so here's another thing too. With being a part of the Rebel Arms and being a part of Immortal Techniques thing, I'm the only one that's a part that isn't a artist in any way, shape, or form. So essentially, all I do is help. What I call myself. Man, I'm a hat. I'm wear all those hats,
Wear
man.
all the hats. You
I
get it
wear
where
all
you
the
fit
hats,
it.
you know. With all due respect, hey man, you know, make sure that things are just taken care of while they're running their stage and having to, you know, run their merch, sign all of their stuff, and tend to the, you know, the supporters that they all have. I'm just in the background making sure that everything runs smooth. If he needs anything, you know, just make sure that things get taken care of. Yeah, man. He's just giving me that opportunity to make sure that everything runs smooth, and it's a great opportunity. that he has given me. And
Hey, how did you connect with this guy to your left?
so
This guy right here to your left.
we're gonna go back and again.
Glitter.
Shout out to this guy.
Glitter's one hell of a supporter, I swear to God.
Glitter Factory. Hey, Glitter, how'd you get the name Glitter Factory, dog?
My garden.
Word.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
Word.
Oh wow.
We were like, what? Well, because I was always private. Like I never went out in public. I never went out to sessions. I never any of that. So when I decided to, we just sat down at the turntable and we're all talking, and it just looked like glitter all over the table, and it's like inside that room. So I was like, what about Glitter Factory? And nobody said, no, that's stupid. Everybody's like,
Yeah, fuck
I
it.
think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we just stopped talking about it. Like
Yeah.
it's like there it is.
That was
There it
it.
is.
Stamp.
Yeah, that's how shit happens.
That's awesome.
Yep.
It could have been a fucking like a stain of coffee stain. He would've
Oh
been
my
like,
god.
coffee stain.
Masterpiece, bro.
That was
That's
good.
what's up.
Masterpiece, man.
So how'd you guys connect, man?
So same thing. So I got invited to a sesh, and with all due respect, this man was out there being a supporter as he is, walking around. Met him, and we clicked, man. Very awesome dude. Talked about business, talked about brands, talked about weed, and
Yeah.
you know, it just connected just like that. And he's been a very big supporter of mine from day one. And you know, I appreciate
You just always have a good vibe, like out there in the shows and stuff, especially if you're hosting or whatever. Like
Can I get a hello?
you really
Sarah?
create that vibe when
Is-
people
what is
walk
this?
through and they've never been to a sesh. They're like they get a good vibe, a good showing. Like you're
Right.
I want to touch base on that because people that may not know who I am, I met him at a sesh. So a sesh is something, if people have never been to a sesh, never heard of a sesh, a sesh is basically something.
Like a farmer's
I would-
market.
Okay, a
marijuana.
farmer's market full of weed. I would call it a weed swap meet.
Yeah.
I like to
Yeah,
call it a
absolutely.
weed swap meet.
Absolutely.
We're all these,
borderlining on kind of party.
yeah. So with that being said, you know, when you go to one of these things, you want to, when you walk into that, you want to have great energy, you want to have a great vibe. And I was the host of these events. Thank you to the opportunities that were given to me, and I would make these crowds just go wild. We would have these crazy little obstacle courses. So for example, Rome, if you were part of the game, I'd be like, yo, Rome, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna go to these 5 tables. You're gonna go over there, you're gonna take a gram dab, then you're gonna go over there, you're gonna roll a blunt, then you're gonna go over to that table, you're gonna take a shot.
Obstacle course.
So we
Yeah.
used to do, you know, cool things to
Yeah.
entertain
That's
people,
dope.
and then, you know, we would see about 2,000 to 3,000 people on a daily basis, and
Right.
you know, it was a beautiful thing for me because I love people, I love hanging out with people, I love giving, you know, great energy, and as he said, man, I go out there and I vibe out, and because of that, again, getting back to the brand, that's what created all the opportunities for me to even have a brand.
So
Everybody
do you distribute your brand? Is it sold in retail stores or are you just online?
Just online. Just
Okay.
online right now. I'm actually working on the licensing process. I do have a couple of people in mind, including we had a conversation with Green Holdings. You know, just have a couple of people that I'm working with right now, and hopefully can make this dream come true and get it actually inside of legal stores and stuff like that. So it's not as easy as what people think it is to get your product inside of stores. I have a great support system, so I believe with the support that I do have, that I believe within the next year and a half, I could hopefully have my product inside of a store, at least one. Of
If
my
there was
products.
a versus of weed,
Ooh.
that's different. What 2 strains or what 2 companies? Which one is it? There it is.
All right, because-
Versus of weed.
Because I've had the opportunity, and again, because I'm grateful to have that opportunity, I would have to go with Be Real because I've had the opportunity to smoke with Real,
Oh man.
and I've had the
I
opportunity
smoked
to
with real.
For real?
But I've never-
put out
Be
some
real.
fire.
But I've never smoked
Sick.
with Snoop, so I would love to see a
Oh,
Snoop
man.
versus.
I think probably the highest I ever been was with Snoop.
With
and
Real.
when he lived in Claremont, his backyard, he was filming a video,
with Snoop.
man, and fuck, we just smoked so much weed that day.
I couldn't even imagine fucking trying to get
Yeah, this
high
little
with Snoop,
Lakers,
and I smoke,
basketball
bro.
court. Yeah.
So we talking
Shout
about
out
2
Snoop.
smokers going at it. So Be Real versus
DPG.
Snoop.
Versus
I never
Snoop.
thought about that. Actually, that's true.
213.
That's a big one there.
And if you want to throw something in there, and I'm not in any way disrespecting in any way, shape, or form, I don't know that he could smoke like that, but I know he has some great marijuana. I throw Burner in there.
You throw Burner. Well, check it
He
out.
has some
So
great
we-
marijuana.
I
I just
got
don't
He's got
know.
a couple
Chop,
good strains.
chop.
I like it.
The
So I think
original.
Burner goes in the bottom with somebody else.
like a rapper like Wiz because they fuck with each other.
Okay.
But
yeah.
don't forget about the icons, Cheech and Chong. Motherfuckers, we forgot about them. Those are the ones. To this day,
Yeah,
I was
those
just
are the
watching Up
ones.
in Smoke yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they would probably out smoke. Like yeah, they would definitely.
Those are the legends.
Those are the legends.
Oh, and then we forget about Bob. Is Bob
Oh,
Marley
Bob
like
was
that?
alive. Yeah.
Is he look like that, or is it because of the music? Because he was smoking on some
No, I think he
fucking
was
Jamaican
smoking.
stress.
Yeah.
That was their good though.
Let's talk about how, like, you know, but then again, as you stated now, you know, weed is a whole lot different than when we were young men smoking on that, you know, that $20 sacks, man. I mean, shit. Now you smoke a fucking little bowl of some good, and you're on your ass. You know, it's definitely changed, man. And it's beautiful that we can even have all this conversation. We smoking, and it's like legal now. Us, you know.
I'm lost. Where I go? Where this go to? Left to the right,
Nika.
up.
I don't know. All of our, I can see on the screen that
Shout
all of
out
our
Nika,
eyes
our
are redder than
photographer.
the swim team right now.
She's in the house today.
Rather than the
Hey, I'm so dumb right now. I'm so high. I said Mika. Like I'm all over the place.
We smoking some good. That's all
It's
I
high.
know. This is awesome.
OG Rome is high, y'all.
Yeah, this hash wrap's hitting great right
It's
now.
just CBD. Promise.
Nah,
Definitely
definitely not.
What is one of the dopest
No, it's
states
not.
you travel to with this music and just being around, you know, the more technique?
I like the Bay, man, and I know that's not a state, but I love
Yeah,
the Bay.
good
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why the Bay is. And if you being an artist, Rome, I know that you can co-sign like, yeah, other states are cool and all that, but nothing like Cali, man. Like that Cali love and that Cali vibe is just a little bit different, especially in the north, in the Bay Area, man. They get wildly supportive out there.
Hella.
I've always enjoyed going out to the north of California. Like I said, other
Where
states are cool.
specifically? Like Oakland, Vallejo.
Where's that? Golly, man. That
Humboldt.
I like the Bel Air area and
Sacktown.
and the Bel Air area was where I had a good time with Tech and where we did the last Rock the Bells.
In Vallejo?
Yeah.
And you said in Vallejo?
Yeah, man.
And then Rock the Bells, I think the Rock the Bells was in Oakland, right?
It's in Oakland.
Yeah, Oakland, yeah.
Man. Those are some great
Yeah,
spots
we used to go to the
to,
Rock the
man,
Bells.
because the
All the
crowds
Rock
that
the
come
Bells.
out there it's just a different vibe. I mean, again, you being an artist, you'd have to go see what I'm talking about. I can't really describe
Well, I'm
the
gonna
vibe.
tell you my experience in the north as a Hispanic bald artist. You get where I'm going with this?
Okay.
Should I keep going?
Why? Has that happened? You went
Has
out
it
there?
happened?
Yeah,
You
where?
know what happens, right?
What city? What city? Yeah, we
So all
know.
of a sudden, up north, the norteños decides to come out with pitchforks and everything else because
Where were
they ain't
you
got
at?
nothing else to do. They have probably one gang in the middle of nowhere.
First time they ever seen someone like you.
Yeah, I'm out there
In
with
their
fucking,
in their neighborhood.
Legends. I'm up there with Rapper Forte. I'm up there opening up with Rapper Forte.
Where was this at,
RBO Posse. Fucking a group of legends up there. They had the big old stadium on I don't know, in bumfuck Egypt because there's shit's everywhere and you just get off the freeway and you just land on the road that lands forever, right?
That lasts forever.
Lands
Like, for
forever.
real. And I decided to take a nap, and after I take my nap, I come outside because it's showtime. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on the road.
Right.
By the time I come out, everybody's already turned up, drunk.
Right.
A bunch of people wearing red flags. They just start eyeing me. Out of everybody there, they just start.
So you
eyeing
don't know
me.
where this was at? It was in Northern Cali, but
Yeah.
where?
It was 2018.
Oh wow.
Like a concert fest. It's big. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I started bumping heads, and I was, you know,
Like probably
people
like
talking
in
shit, I was talking shit
Fairfield.
back. All
It was
because
probably in Fairfield.
the first thing they said
Vacaville.
was, fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. I'm like, well, fuck them and fuck you too, motherfucker. Shit, why you fucking with me? I come here and play music.
I was really expecting you to say like way back in the. You're talking about something that's low key recent.
a couple
That's
years
so-
ago.
3
I
years.
would not
Years back.
expect that.
About 1,000 days ago.
Yeah, about 1,000 days ago. 365
About 1,000 days ago. Bet, bet.
About 800, 900 days. Give or take.
Got you.
Yeah,
Sounds
man.
good.
That's
okay,
crazy.
I wouldn't expect. I thought you would.
But hey, that's on my things to do list though. Go to the Bay and fuck around because, you know. And another turn of events, I did a dog show up there.
Okay.
And it was good. So, you know, shit, I guess the
I
crowd.
guess it depends.
Mm-hmm.
Depends
Yeah.
on where you go.
Assholes show up everywhere once in a while.
For real.
That's true.
I look at him every day. He showed up today. I'm like, what this asshole doing here? And he's still here. And I'm still looking at him. Goddamn asshole. He come in here and try to whip me like a little kid. What's your problem is, man? Man,
I
can't
did
shout out
whoop
to the
him
homie.
like a little
Shout out to
kid.
the homie
Pulled out my
P-Funk.
belt.
Legendary
Shout out to P-Funk.
Yeah, we in the house.
In the house, man.
Yeah,
Bro,
thanks for
has some
sitting in,
unfinished
man, for
business,
sure.
y'all.
He was on radio back when they used to fucking ram that shit like this. And when a guy had an antenna 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah, and I was number one in it.
As you should be.
When
As
the
you
number
should
one
be.
was barely invented.
That's right. The first one.
The first one.
Yeah. First number one. Nah, shout out Glitter Factory.
With them
Just
hash
glitter.
wraps.
Just Glitter Factory. What's up, Glitter?
Hey,
Shout out to Glitter.
you know,
I'm used to
smoking-
seeing glitter. Hey, it's like I jumped in the TV right now. Man. I'm used to seeing glitter on my feed every day on Instagram. And I'll be like, okay, I'm just going to tune in to see what the fuck Glitter's talking about today.
It's different every
It's
day.
always fucking different. He
You
always has a
never
different,
know, dude. People
he always
tap
has a
in and-
different group of people that tap in.
Yeah.
It's a different group
Yeah.
every time based on what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So
Half of them from
That's
county.
dope.
I try to stay on Glitter. I just fuck. I'm like,
I appreciate it. I see
flip
you
the
tapping
page to
in.
look. If I could do both, like leave you there and then keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Work on that app.
Right. Somebody.
There it is.
Or add it. Instagram.
Cano, are you gonna hit Kush Stock this weekend?
Actually, I was invited to go to Kush Stock. I'm thinking about it, actually. I think that I should possibly pull up. Let's meet up, bro.
I
think we
was
should.
halfway in, halfway out. I'm like,
Is this
it's
this
all the way
weekend?
up there.
This weekend.
Or next
you're-
weekend, make sure you guys pull up to November 13th at Atlanta Stadium. We're gonna be up there.
Yeah,
with
same
fucking
spot.
sugar free.
JG.
The dog
Same
show.
spot, yeah.
The dog show.
Spot?
Yeah.
Dog show?
Yep.
Bet. All right. Let me please do me a favor. Send me that flyer so that I can definitely put that out there for y'all.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
That's right.
I appreciate it, definitely.
All right, man.
You got
That's
any
what's up.
word of advice for people that want to get into the cannabis industry and that want to start their own product, or that want to just get into the entertainment world?
Move to
And like you
Oklahoma.
said at the beginning, just being able to be yourself and rub elbows and have legends want to work with you because of who you are. Do you have any word of advice to these people?
I know it's gonna sound cliche, but I'm just gonna go with my heart, man. Don't give up on anything that it is that you have set into your mind. I mean, if I was to say, if I were to listen to somebody that told me no, I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys right now today. So continue on your path, stay on your own vision, continue to light, because your light will shine to the right people. As I say, you know, being good to people, I guarantee that somebody or people that love you will come to your aid to help you make your dreams come true. And if they do not, like I said, man, stay on your path. People
Walk
will.
up. Nah.
No. You know, people
Word
will
is
notice.
bond. That was good.
People will notice,
That was
and
dope.
make sure that you show love to the individuals that show love to you. I mean, don't go show love to individuals that don't ever show love back to you, man. Make sure that you show love to the people that help support you on a daily basis, y'all.
Yeah.
That would be my advice. Just never give up on your dreams and your passions. I mean, because that day that you stop, I guarantee there's somebody else that's gonna go ahead and keep walking and take that meal that's right there in front of you. So don't give up on
Right in
yourself.
front of you. God damn it.
You know what I mean? That would be.
Shout out to Rosin and
always
Martinis on
happens like
YouTube,
that, too.
man. I want to thank you so much for coming out here to Rowdoggs TV. We were fucking up here high than a motherfucking pelican, twisted like a pretzel, smoking like a chimney. You know,
Twisted
doing all
like
the
two
good
pretzels.
things. Yeah, like
Shout out Dazer. I get to fill in for him today.
Bitches in a jacuzzi in the middle of the desert. But I want to thank you so much for coming out. Can you tell everybody where they can find you at?
You can find me at CANO_BIZ. I appreciate you guys for letting me come on here. Thank you for allowing me to use your guys' platform. I left a little bit of gifts for you guys here on the table. So if you guys go ahead and smoke up,
A
toke
real
up, and choke
one.
up.
Yeah.
Shout out to OG
Thank
Rome, Rowdoggs TV, Glitter,
Thank you.
my new friend
P-Funk.
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 Yeah.
I love you
P-Funk
guys and
up all
appreciate
the
each and every one of you guys, man. P-Funk.
Thank you so much.
Hey. Oh, there went that.
And he dropped everything.
Hello.
I didn't drop that.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Rowdoggs TV. And if you don't know, now you know. Ain't no business like Road Dog business.